Hey Reddit, this is Chris with F&C Mushroom Company. I thought I'd give you an update on my tent back here. This is my second stress test to see if I can produce enough mushrooms to go commercial with it. I'll go to farmer's market and things like that. I tried one a few months ago and it failed miserably because the temperature's too high. This tent here is not temperature controlled. I'm at the whims of Mother Nature. Fortunately, it's in my garage, so there's some kind of buffer. It seems to hold pretty good even during summer, but more importantly, I have to have the exact mushroom that's in that temperature range. I've been lucky for the last couple weeks that it's been 55 to 65 degrees Fahrenheit pretty consistently, even through the night, with the kind of insulation of the room and whatnot. So I figured I'd go through my tent and show you what's going on. Another caveat is I've let some of these grow a little long because I need to stress test my tent. And as much CO2 as I can produce would kind of, since I don't have a CO2 monitor, give it as much as I can produce, would give me signs somewhere else that I need more air injection. But I think I'm there, you know. There's some final tweaks I can always keep doing and I'll always try. And as I get them, I'll give you updates as well. So let's go through the tent, right? First you can see it's kind of pressurized. That's to keep contaminants from coming in. I have two vents for this tent. One is down here, and I'll show this in a bit. One goes out, the main one goes out right here. And then I have a secondary one that goes out in the bottom over there that kind of is like a ballast line. It takes air and exhales air if there's too much. And I'll show more, and you might understand if I explain it right. And then over here is our my custom humiditote. And I think in another video I could go into detail with that. I've explained in my other Reddit post kind of what's in there. But I think folks want to see it up close and ask a lot more questions. And I will be glad to do that. Just let me know what you think. So that's the humiditote that's on a timer, as well as the exhaust pump exhaust fan rather is on a timer. So there's two different timers. My lights are on a 24-hour timer, 12 on, 12 off, and then I have circulation fans on the inside of this tent that's also on an interval as well. And all these are subject to change based on as I tune it for my environment. And I think you'll find if you grow in any kind of tent, from small Martha to anything this size or bigger, that your local environment has a huge impact on how you manage your tent and how it's designed. As much as information I can give you, some of it's going to be trial and error on your end. So good luck. To that end, let's go into detail. And so I'm going to have to put on my mask, my face mask, when I open this, because that's good safety policy, right? Safety first. And so I'll put that on. You won't hear me talk much, but I'll take the camera and kind of give you a slow view of everything across the board, even including the humiditote, the connections, and the fan, so you can see what's going on.
Alright, so here we go. This is my humiditote on an old utility cart that I've refurbished. On this outlet strip is my inlet air fan, which is about 3 inches in diameter, which goes into the top of this tote. The next thing is the UVC light, which helps kill bacteria in the tote, and then a sump heater, like a fish tank heater, that's set at 85 degrees Fahrenheit, help to generate humidity. Last one on that plug is the exhaust fan. And so the air goes into this air duct, and it mixes with the mist that's in the tote, and it comes out this 4-inch exhaust going up into my tent. All these are sealed and glued, minus this one little black coupling here. And this 3-inch pipe is also braced by a 2x4 with the pipe strap bolted on so it stays still. Then inside that tent, the fan is resting on a milk crate to help its stability and not wear out my tent as much. So let's go looking inside. This brings me joy every time I look at it. So all these are blue oysters on the top shelves here, and I did that so they would generate a lot of CO2 and, again, stress out my tent. If you're wondering what the supplement mix is, it's 90% hardwood fuel pellet and 10% beet shreds. I did that because it's cheap. Up in the middle there is the humidity sensor and temperature sensor. Temperature doesn't do anything other than let me know how hot the tent's getting. Humidity sensor kicks on the ultrasonic humidifier inside the humiditote. You see those king oysters poking out here? I was trying this fruiting method. Don't recommend it. Don't waste your time. Down here at the bottom is the ballast vent. So this either inhales or exhales based on what if the pump my exhaust fan's running or not. So it's not shocking my tent so much. It's kind of more of a gradual environmental shift. Because I feel a hard vacuum or a pressure will stunt the growth of these mushrooms, and I really don't want that to happen. So a gradual change is better. There's some king oysters in the back, a different fruiting method I tried. It's a little better than the slice, but not ideal. Some of the old second flush mushrooms. Shiitake on the left. Bottom bags are the new king method, new penning method I'm trying right now. Here's the exhaust fan, and you can see I just clamped on a little vent hose, and I leave it on the ground to pull the CO2, which resides mostly on the bottom. Of course, fresh air on top, CO2 on the bottom. And here's the fan up here that it should be cycling with the other fan and oscillating, but you can tell by these bags on the right, I think it's broken because those aren't pinning. And it would make a big difference, so I'm gonna look into that. Still waiting for those chestnut mushrooms to pin. Trying a new strategy there. Lion's mane, we've got 3 or 4 amazing recipes going now for those. Just had some tacos, Southwest tacos. Delicious. And shiitake blocks, I'm trying a new fruiting method over there, and can't say I recommend it. And that's how I fold my bags. If you want to know, ask me in the comments. Some of these are trial and error, but overall I'm very satisfied with this tent. I think this is good enough to start producing for market. Let me know if you have any questions. And always, thanks for your time. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for your questions. Thanks for your involvement and your encouragement. Have a good one. See you next time.